Hey guys, what's going on? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is another wonderful episode on Be Moments. I'm super hyped today and I'm really excited about it. I've not had to talk about relationship in the longest time. I've not talked about relationship this year, but yes, this is a long distance relationship. How to deal with a long distance relationship. So on this video, I'm going to be giving you all the tips you need to make your long distance relationship work, or if you're about to get into that, you need to watch this video and consider it very carefully. Thank you for stopping by once again. If you're new here, please do not go anywhere. Please do not make it your last. Subscribe, join this family, share this video to your friends, share it to your family, to everybody around you. Thank you so much for clicking, and if this is not your first time, I see you. Like, I really appreciate you. I am so grateful that you are back here, like so grateful. So let's get right into the video of today. First and foremost, you need to understand the challenges that come with a long distance relationship. Lack of quality time can lead to loneliness, can lead to a total disconnect. Yeah, you're going to have conflicting schedules, you're going to have time zone differences. It's actually a lot. So before you get yourself into that, or if maybe your partner is planning to travel out of the country, you need to start, thinking about it. You have to just understand this is what it is. It's not like every other relationship. It's a different thing where you were not able to like talk to your partner in the day. It was just the hi, hello, how are you, have a lovely day, and that's it. And then you know that at night you guys are probably gonna meet up, go for dinner, lunch, or you're spending the night at your partner's place. But yes, you have an back of your mind, right, that you're going to see this person later. But when it comes a long distance relationship, you're not seeing this person. You're not seeing this person today, tomorrow. You're not seeing this person for the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, even a month, sometimes even a year. It is so crazy, guys. So you just need to be patient with this person, knowing fully well that there's a plan, right? So before I get into patience, plan, and everything, the second thing I want to say is that you need to have money, because you're going to need money to plan visits. Even if it's the same country, you need money. If it's outside the country, you still need money. You need money to plan visits, because I don't advise in any way being in a long distance relationship and you cannot go and see your partner at least once in a month. Guys, once in a month, at least once in a month. I need to know the person you're getting into a relationship, and you also need to know your own pocket. Because I know some people be like, no, I'm not traveling if it's not flights. Can your partner afford it? Can your partner afford it? So all these things you need to consider before getting into a long distance relationship. It's going to get frustrating, right? But it just takes two to tango. Do you people really want this to happen? Are you really interested? Because these challenges can be a lot, especially with the time zone. Because okay, I'm going back to that. Yes, especially with the time zone, because I've had to like talk to lots of people who are like outside the country, like on a daily basis, and it's not easy. At this point in my life, I don't even think I can do it now, right? It's just a lot, especially when this is like outside the country. You get, because at that point it's probably when you're supposed to be sleeping, but you're having conversation with this person, and then the next day you have to work. So when I was doing this was in school and I didn't even care so much about classes. But now that I'm actually working like 9 to 5 and I have a lot every day, I have something to do, I just cannot do, because it's just going to be a whole lot of back and forth, of you being tired and not being able to like talk to this person and stuff like that. So yes, the next point I'll be getting into, you need to have a goal in mind. Like, what's the plan, right? Because let's say for example you've dated this person for like 6 months and then he's leaving the country, like, and he still wants the relationship to continue, or she's leaving the country and she still wants it to continue. So what's exactly the plan? Like, are you going to join the person, or is the person going to come back, or what? Like, are you guys going to get married or something like that? Because is it that okay, you guys want to get married, and then you know that in the next 6 months your partner is going to be joining you, or you're going to be joining your partner, right? And it's also easier that this person is just going for like school, and then they want to come back to the country to get like a better role and stuff like that, because I know that it's not everyone that's leaving the country that want to stay there. Some people actually want to come back, and there was a time where people left this country and they do return immediately after studies, although that's not the case anymore. Most people are going like they're going for real. So like for those that are like living for real, what's the plan for your partner that you're leaving behind? You need to make sure that this person has a plan for you. You need to make sure that okay, there's something in view, that you guys are working towards a future together to live happily ever after. If that's not the case, I just advise you end it very soon, like as soon as possible. Once you just see this is like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and this person is not saying anything about marriage or just anything about marriage, just cut it off, especially when it has to do with outside the country, because a long distance relationship is stressful mentally, to be honest, and you don't need to like put yourself through that for something that's not even worth it at the end of the day. So yeah, that's like my honest opinion. And even if it's not just leaving the country, like leaving to another state, maybe from Lagos to Abuja. So like, what's the plan, right? Are you going to join this person in Abuja? Are you getting a new job? Or are you just going to be on this long distance relationship forever? You can't be on a long distance relationship forever. You can't even be on any relationship or be in any relationship forever. So you need to figure out what the plan is. Like, are we going towards the same goal to live happily ever after, or is it just okay, let's just see how it goes? You actually would know when someone has the plans for you. You would actually know. So you need to like have a conversation about it. That's why conversation is very important, which is like the next topic. So this is conversation before and after. So if it's going to be a long distance relationship, you need to sit down and have a conversation. What's happening like after now, and talk about it. You need to let your expectations known, but don't like make unrealistic expectations. But yes, it is important that you guys try to like plan it out and try to follow through with what you have said. Then the next thing is communication inside the relationship, right? When this is a long distance relationship, communication is key. To family, to friends, relationship, long distance, most especially, communication is key. Sending each other messages every day is very important. Every single day, even if you guys cannot talk for long hours during the day, at least when you wake up and before you sleep, you need to say a good morning and wish this person well. Find out if they slept well and wish them well. Then before you go to bed, you need to say good night before you go to bed, and try to find out how their day went. Even if it's not a long conversation, you can actually spare 10-5 minutes every single day to make sure that all is well with your partner, right? And aside from that, video calls are very important when it comes to a long distance relationship, because you need to be seeing this person's face. It will remind you of the love you had. It will remind you that this is someone that you actually cherish and care about. So seeing this person's face will actually make you feel a lot better. And also sending them pictures, videos, short clips, voice notes that it's almost like it's a podcast, right? I send that to my friends all the time. And of course, if I'm going to be in a long distance relationship, I'm going to be dropping videos very often. Even if that person is even if that person is not online, you can just drop the voice note for the person, the videos, the cute pictures. So that way you guys can have things to talk about, laugh about, even if there's not like long conversation, at least there's something to see that is actually fun and exciting. And then when it comes to communication, the truth is that you guys cannot always communicate the way you want it. Those long conversations cannot always happen. So you need to be, you need to calm down. Don't stress it. Don't get irritated. Don't feel like this person doesn't love you anymore. Happens in normal relationship, but of course, long distance, like you can't even spend quality time with this person. So there's every tendency that there will be like a disconnect, and you just feel some sort of way, because like I said earlier, if you talk to this person, if you didn't like get opportunities to talk to this person because they're busy, and it's easy for you to like just pull up to the person's house or you guys are going out that night to eat and you're not really worried. You're just like, okay, hope we're still meeting up. And the person like, yeah, yeah, sure, we're meeting up. It's easy that way, right? But yeah, this time around, you can't even see the person, no quality time, nothing. So it gets really, stressful. It's not bumper to bumper, 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours. No, life doesn't work that way. So you just need to have it at the back of your mind, because I know that most people love long conversations when they're in a long distance relationship, but you can't always get that, right? You can't always get that. So just be patient. Patience is key in a long distance relationship. Like, it's really, 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 really key. Like, if it's gonna work, you have to be patient.
My next point is do similar things. It could either be watching a movie or a show or reading a book. Like when it comes to watching movies and shows, there are like different shows that I always discuss with my friends on group chats, personal message. Sometimes we don't even talk about like you get when you're in a relationship with someone, right? You guys talk about how you when you were small, how you grew up, and all those topics, and even work, right? Maybe your boss is this or your boss is that, whatever that is. At some point, these conversations will get really boring. I'm not gonna lie, because this person has probably told you 1,000 times how they did this when they were small, or how they went to school, or how like just various things, and it will get boring, right? That's the point. So what you can use to replace this is talking about movies and shows. There's um Young Rich and Famous, there's all these American shows, right? There's even Big Brother Niger, there is Housewives of Lagos, right? And these shows will give you a lot to talk about, because every episode is one drama or the other, right? So talking about these shows, or even a regular movie, Suits, How to Get Away with Murder, analyzing all these things, it could just lead to a very long and interesting conversation. And also talking about a book, right? Or if you're the type of person that would gist your partner about one book or the other, or a movie. Like for me, that's one thing I am very good at, talking about movies, or if I read a book, I'm talking about the book. And it's always so interesting when I meet people who love to listen to me, even if they don't read it or they don't end up watching it. Like they're actually, very attentive. And even if we don't end it, like even if I'm not done talking about the book tomorrow, they'll still be like, "Oh, how far? You didn't finish like what you were saying," and I'll continue from where I stopped. So yeah, do similar things together. It could lead to lots of beautiful conversations, and then also even things that happened in the past that you guys have never even mentioned to each other could actually just come up through that. And also playing a game together. I know so many people who play games online, right? Playing online because, right, this is a long distance relationship. So I know some people who play games online and they've met good people and they have good friends because of playing games online. So yeah, you could do that. And then various other like hobbies, like taking up a hobby together and doing it together and sharing your progress reports and stuff like that, or deciding to go to the gym, just various things that could really help to keep the relationship strong and healthy. Yes, and the next point is do not fight over a text. No matter how much you are boiling, try to talk it over, like talk, right? That's the point of it. A voice call, not even a VN, right? A voice call, a video call. Just make sure that you're hearing this person's voice or you're seeing this person's face. When you're typing, texting, a lot can be misunderstood, a lot can be misread. This is like general information. Everybody knows this. So if you're in a long distance relationship, this is very, very, very important. This is not the case of Hollywood or Nollywood. That person will just drive over to your place and be like, okay, let's talk. It's a long distance relationship, bro. Like no one is coming to meet you. No one is coming to meet you. So you have to resolve everything online. So please, 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 a voice call is the very best, right? A video call, even better. And my next point is patience and self control. Hmm. I've been saying patience, patience, patience from the very beginning. When it comes to a long distance relationship, there's every tendency that you're going to get mad, irritated more quickly and easier than you probably would have done when you're in a normal relationship, right? That's because you're just going to be so pissed that you cannot just see this person after a long day of not having a conversation and you're so tired. And I mentioned earlier, when there's no quality time, you can feel the lack of, love. You can feel a disconnect, right? There's no time to like bond, except when you guys are talking about movies, books, and you're saying all these sexual and nice things to each other, which is actually very, very important, right? So there's no like time for like actual bonding. Quality time is like number one when it comes to all the love languages, even though people will always say gifting, reassurance, but quality time is also very, very important, which of course is taken away when it comes to long distance relationships. So your patience is key, very, very, very key, especially when you know that this person is actually making effort. If two people are trying to be patient with each other while making effort to make a long distance relationship work, you can see that there is nothing stopping them. Added with the fact that they have a plan of being in the same environment, right, and living happily ever after. Even if you're not living happily ever after, but yeah, being in the same environment, get it, you guys get a lot closer, and then have the time to talk about other things as regards the future. So yes, sometimes the person you're dating will be out with their own friends having fun, they can't talk to you, and that's probably when you're in a very weird mood. What if they're in the club and they cannot actually talk to you at that time because they're in the club, or they've taken so much to drink and they're maybe tipsy, because getting drunk is really not a good thing, right? So maybe they're tipsy, they can't actually have that serious conversation that you want to have at that time. So you have to be patient, very, very, very patient. It will go a long way. It will go a long way. Don't assume things. Don't think that person doesn't want to talk to you. Don't assume things. It's very dangerous to assume things. Also, don't get yourself into dangerous situations. What I'm saying, self-control. There will be that other person there that's trying to get into your space, that's trying to spend quality time with you, that wants to take you out, that wants to come over to your house. You have to be very, very careful of all these people, because when they start giving you this attention that you're probably craving, or that you're not even craving, but then once they come, you just realize, oh, see all the things that I'm missing because I'm in a long distance relationship. It can just lead to a lot of things. And at the end of the day, that person that destroyed what you had, or you allowing that person to destroy what you have, would not be worth it, right? At the end of the day, it would not be worth it. Yes, once you know you love your partner, right, and there's a plan, just try as much as possible to just, pray, be patient, and just keep doing what you're doing. It will definitely get better. And then, last but not the least, do not forget that you have friends and family, because you are in a long distance relationship. Get your own personal hobby, things that you enjoy doing by yourself, because your partner will not always be available to talk about that show or play a game with you online. So get your own personal hobby, spend time with friends, spend time with family. This way you would not feel, lonely, even though you're alone, right? So that's it. You always want to talk to your partner 10 hours in a day. That's not gonna work, baby. That's not gonna work. So remember the first thing I said. You need to know that there would be lots of challenges, conflicting schedules, time zone difference. You need to start accepting that these challenges would be there, but it takes two to tango, and if two people love each other, they're being patient with each other, I don't see why it's not gonna work. And if God is on your side, if it's meant to be, it will be, right? Yeah. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Please share this to your friends and your family. Bye.